Good morning, this Wednesday, the 3rd of August. I'm Sophia Mavridis, a market analyst with Bell Direct. Well, not much changed in the market yesterday. The ASX 200 closed just 0.07% in the green after earnings results from Appen and Credit Corp disappointed investors. Appen APX's shares dropped after reporting a worse half than forecasts as underlying earnings and revenue fell, while Credit Corp CCP shares dropped after reporting challenging conditions. Also yesterday, the RBA announced a further 50 basis point rise to the cash rate, now 1.85%. So this was in line with expectations, so we didn't see any large impacts from the announcement. The market was trading a little lower leading up to the RBA's announcement at 2:30 p.m. and then rose in afternoon trade following the news. The consumer discretionary sector, consumer staples and tech advanced the most, while real estate and materials declined. And the best performing stock was BNPL company Zip, which has been having a pretty good run. Zip gained 15% yesterday, and it was followed by the A2 Milk Company, A2M, and St. Barbara, SBM. The worst performing stock was United Malt Group, UMG, after the company downgraded its FY22 guidance. And we'll look at Bell Potter's view on UMG a little later in our Trading Ideas segment. Moving on, the most traded stocks by Bell Direct clients yesterday were the BetaShares Australian Strong Bear Hedge Fund, BBOZ, Whitehaven Coal, WHC, and Rio Tinto, RIO. Now, European shares were in the red as investors track risk-off sentiment globally and whether last month's rally has any further to go. Corporate earnings have also remained a core driver for individual share price movements, with shares such as BP and Ferrari publishing results. The stock 600 closed 0.2% lower, with financial services stocks falling 1.7%. Most sectors were in negative territory, however, we did see oil and gas stocks gain. US equities were also lower for the second day amid more hawkish commentary from the Federal Reserve. The Dow Jones fell 1.2% or just over 400 points, weighed down by disappointing earnings from Caterpillar. The S&P 500 was down 1% earlier in the session, however closed 0.7% lower, and the Nasdaq fell 0.2%. However, the index did see a 19% jump in Uber shares following its corporate earnings release. Now, stocks were also reacting to comments made by the Chicago Fed President, Charles Evans, who said that he hopes the central bank will raise the benchmark interest rate by 0.5%. So note that there is no Fed meeting in August. The next Fed interest rate decision will be at the end of September. Looking to the day ahead, following the negative session in the US, the Australian market is set to 4.16% at the open this morning, going by the SPI futures. In commodities, oil is trading lower with continued worries around tight supply that's now more than offset worries of an economic slowdown. Investors are also awaiting OPEC's meeting for any indication of a further boost in crude supply. Gold is currently falling, however, did see a big jump, hovering at its highest levels in 4 weeks as a falling dollar and treasury yields supported bullion demand, and iron ore is recovering from what was a 7-month low of $100 a ton after news of declining steel inventories in China. And watch the share price movements of BWP Trust, SSR Mining, Pinnacle Investment Management Group, that's PNI, and Genworth Mortgage Insurance Australia, GMA. Those companies will be reporting their earnings results today. And let's end on some trading ideas. Bell Potter maintained a buy rating on United Malt Group, UMG, after the company downgraded its FY22 guidance. Estimated EBITDA guidance has been downgraded from $115 to $140 million to $100 to $108 million. And the main drivers of this are in the processing division, with continued margin pressure from higher barley prices and continued delays in customer shipments. Bell Potter say the export data demonstrated a recovery in malt trade flows from the largest producing regions and a general bottoming in implied malt barley premiums, and that they view these as the precursors to a recovery in earnings. The broker has also relooked at their assumptions around energy cost inflation, North American export volumes, and the processing margins, and view that the majority of problems are cyclical in nature. Therefore, their buy rating remains unchanged, and they've lowered their price target from $4.55 to $3.85. At UMG's current share price of $2.85, this implies 35% share price growth in a year. And Trading Central have identified a bullish signal in Xero XRO, indicating that the stock price may rise from the close of $93.58 to the range of $112 to $116 over 63 days, according to the standard principles of technical analysis. And that's all for this morning. I'm Sophia Mavridis with Bell Direct. Have a great day and happy trading.